All right, follow along in your workbook as I read it to you. You can pause it after I read each question so that you're able to take your time and solve the problem. So remember to put your name on it. And then number 1 says, would you regroup to find each difference? Choose yes or no. So your job is to solve the problem and then decide, yes, I do need to regroup to solve this, or no, I do not need to regroup to solve this. So you're doing 45 minus 8, 51 minus 9, 77 minus 6, 83 minus 4. Pause the computer, solve each of those, make sure you answer every one as yes or no, and then you can go on to number 2. Number 2 says, Sam has 74 books. He puts 28 books on a shelf. How many books are not on the shelf? Show your work. So you are solving. Sam has 74 books. He puts 28 on a shelf. How many books are not on the shelf? Pause and you can solve. Number 3, it says Ryan has 46 marbles. John has 4 fewer marbles than Ryan. So think about what fewer means. John gives 9 marbles to his friend. How many marbles does John have now? So John started with 46 marbles. He has 4 fewer marbles than Ryan has. John gives 9 marbles to his friend. So what's happening there? How many marbles does John have now? Bubble in your answer. You can pause while you solve. Number 4 says, a ship has 68 round windows. The ship also has 16 square windows. 7 of the windows are broken. We don't know if they're square or round. We just know 7 of them are broken. How many windows are not broken? So if it has 68 round windows, 16 square windows, 7 of those windows, though, are broken. How many windows are not broken? Number 5. Choose all of the problems that you will solve by regrouping. So you're going to look at each of these problems and decide, do I need to regroup? If yes, you'll check that box. If no, you will not check the box. Do that for each one of these 4. Pause and decide. Number 6. Ben wants to find 54 minus 18. So Ben wants to find 54 minus 18. How can he regroup 54? So you're not finding the answer here. You're telling how he can regroup. Number 7. Jason has 86 photos in his computer. He deletes 61 photos. How many photos are left? Use the frame to help you. So even if you have another method that works great for you, you can do that on the side over here, but make sure that you also use the frame because that's what this problem is asking you to do. And then bubble in your answer. You can pause and solve. Number 8, Claire has 53 beads. Grace has 26 beads. Bella has 39 beads. How many fewer beads does Bella have than Claire? Show your work. So here, try to use this to show your work, but if you have other methods that you can show on the side, that will work too. You solve and then make sure you write your answer at the bottom. It says, circle the problem that you will use regrouping to solve. Then explain how you know. So you're only choosing one of these. Whichever one you need to use regrouping to solve is the one that you choose, and then show how you would do that down here. You can explain your mathematical thinking using word sentences or number sentences or bar diagrams or pictures. You decide. Just do something that explains your thinking for me. Pause and solve. Number 10. A book has 72 pages. Dan reads 38 pages on Monday. He reads 26 pages on Tuesday. How many pages does Dan have left to read? Which pair of equations can you use to solve the problem? So your job is to read this or listen to this and then choose which of these number sentences represents the word sentence that you heard. If you need to rewind, you can, and then choose the best answer. Pause and solve. Number 11, part A. So this one has 2 parts. Subtract. Write the missing part in the bar diagram. So you can subtract here, you can use this bar diagram to help you, and where they want your answer for this missing part is right in here. Part B says which addition equation can you use to check your answer? So you solve it here and then bubble in which one you think could help you check your answer to make sure that what you did here is correct. Number 12. Peter collects 54 stamps. He gives 29 stamps to Ruth. How many stamps does Peter have now? Show the problem in the bar diagram with a question mark for the unknown number. Then write an equation to solve the problem. So there's a few parts to this. Peter collects 54 stamps. He gives 29 stamps to Ruth. You'll fill that part in. And then to show which part you don't know because they didn't tell you and you'll have to solve to find, you put a question mark in this bar diagram. Once you do that, then write an equation down here to solve the problem. So then you're solving it. First, fill things in the right spot, put your question mark in there where it belongs, and then show the actual equation here and solve. You can pause and do that. Number 13 says, match each number from the cards to a missing number in the problem. So you're using 4, 5, and 13, and you're filling them in here where they best fit. So which one makes the most sense with the equation that you're solving? And that will tell you where to put these numbers. Number 14, find 72 minus 38. Use any strategy to solve. Then explain why your strategy works. So you can pick your favorite strategy out of all the ones that we've learned about to subtract to find 72 minus 38. You can solve in here, and then over here I need you to put in words what your thinking was as you use that strategy. You can pause and do that.